Hey everyone, Steven. Welcome to my channel, World's Philippines. I'm glad you could stop by. And I'd like to try to catch up a little bit on a few things that are happening right now. Basically, the last few days have been quite interesting. My oldest daughter's father-in-law passed. They found him in his house. Apparently, he had been there for 1 or 2 days. Um, and he will be missed. My son-in-law, I know, is devastated. Families taking it as well as they could under the circumstances. Um, I've, I've, I've met him. He was a nice man, quiet, kept to himself. But you know, he is no more. We're approximately about the same age, and it got me thinking that here I am, halfway around the world, here, trying to make the most out of the last chapter of my life. Which brings me to the next thing I was thinking of, and that is my 10-year anniversary. I've been with the same woman for the last 10 years. I know it could seem like a lot. It could seem like not so much. I'm not going to get into the statistics of how long marriages last or don't last these days. But I do know that I found someone that I can be comfortable with for the last 10 years, and I've watched her grow. Finishing up college, starting her own business. We're on about to open for the third year in the coffee shop that she owns. And as far as profit making, I just like to say that she's, losing less money. It's a struggle. It's a business. You can't expect to make a profit right away. But she's hanging in there. She has a pretty good following. So she's doing some remodeling now. Prices are going up. They have to, because the cost of supplies are going up. So the food prices and drink prices have to go up accordingly. Cutting back on some of the menu items, adding some new meals to the menu. We'll see how it goes. I have confidence in her. She's doing a good job. It's not a bottomless pit. I'm not just throwing money into it, but she has her responsibilities. She's seeing to them, and I kind of stay out of her way. And of course, it's almost a year being in this house, and I still enjoy it here. I have to. I made the house to be as comfortable as I could make it for me. And I don't mean it to be just for me, it's for her as well. But the house is fine. We don't have any major issues. We just did one small, another change to the original design or plan or renovations when we bought the property and the house, changing the screen door, so that instead of having a full screen with air blowing from top to bottom, it's only going up to the top so that the dust can stay out of the house. And it's working so far. I mean, we only had it for a few days, but good work. Happy with the investment on making an improvement. And, you know, as I said, I'm getting around a little bit more on my scooter. Um, Today, I had to do some banking in town, so on the way back, I took a little side trip and went along the coastal road, I guess it is, because I could see water to my left. Um, um, Went through some clusters of homes and, you know, small shops, school, gym. Gym meaning, you know, a covered court. Um, and a little bit of farms, and a lot of people. Um, um, what else is going on? The weather has gotten nicer. Hasn't rained in a while, and for that I'm grateful. Tired of looking at water. Um, Although, as I said, it could have been a lot worse. Um, the typhoons, you know, passed by. They did some damage further north, maybe a little bit more to the east, but for the most part, where we are, it's been rather calm, at least for right now. And there are no more storms in sight, according to the weather. I have to now go get my notice. This is how they deliver the bills here. This is our water bill. They tape it to your gate, pull it off, take it out, make sure it looks right, then you go back. So another bill to pay, because just because we're in the Philippines doesn't mean that you can't pay bills. You do have bills. You know, my bike is cool. I like it. A little scooter bit. And Mia is asleep, or at least resting. She just ate, so I don't have to bother with her. She's not making any noise right now. And what else? Pretty much, I'm doing okay. And certainly have nothing to complain about. As I said, 10 years now. 10 years with this woman. And like I said, there's no complaints. It's a lot. We've both grown. She's grown. I've grown too. I'm trying to be as calm as possible and not be so fussy. It's not easy, but I do the best I can. Oh, here's my door that I was telling you about. The old one is there. We're going to give it away, probably to my mother-in-law. Well, that's it. That's just me trying to play a little catch up. Let you know what's going on with me. And just giving some thought to the things that are happening back home that are affecting family. The sudden death. It just goes to show how fragile life can be. And in addition to that, I realized, of course, that fortunate I am, or how fortunate I am to be in a place where I can thrive to some degree, living out the last chapter of my life. I have food, comfort, companionship, things everybody seeks and wants to have. In addition to the sad news of of back home. I also have the joy of celebrating the 10-year anniversary of being with the same woman. I have the happiness of the some success with the coffee shop going into its third year. Um, and so far so good on the 1 year anniversary of being, living in the province. Um, it's the choices that you make, you have to live with. So when you're going to make the choice, if you're going to make the choice of leaving where you're from, where you're used to, the comforts of familiarity, to go someplace else and start new, choose wisely. Um, you know my story. Been here 3 times before I decided to move, and those 3 times were vacations of about 3 weeks each, over a 5-year period. And then 15 years ago, I moved, and I've been here since, with only one possible chance of going back, um, back in 2014 or 2015. But if I didn't go back to the America then, um, I'm certainly not going now. So the choice to stay was great. The woman I choose to stay with was wonderful. Um, I'm blessed. I'm lucky. Okay. Um, is it hard being away from family? Sure. Um, but that's why they have phones now where you have cameras. So I can see my grandkids growing up. I can see my sisters. I can see my mom, okay, who's still alive. They can see me. Um, and I watch them, and they watch me. They pray for me a lot, okay, I'm sure. Um, but yeah, it's a feeling I can't describe. The knowing that I can wake up every morning and know everything is taken care of. That's retired life. That's my life. So until the next time, when I'll have something hopefully of useful news for you, um, stay healthy, stay salty. Um, and if you are watching the whole video, I thank you for staying with me. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys again soon. Until then, this is Steven from Where Else Philippines. Bye.